All right, here we go.
I hope I have helped you.
There you are. Here we go.
I am always
After a lot of
here
rigorous
to
training, the time has come. Trevard believes the Tyr's Guard is ready to recover the Disc of Tyr from the Nighthold. Oh, right. Oh, all right. Elisond has it. Meet us at Tyr's Rest, or, well, she did. Well, she's still in there, technically. The new Tyr's Guard headquarters is just south of Tyrhold. We'll finally make Tyr whole again.
May Tyr take your hand.
I'll see you at Tyr's Rest, Dildormu. Don't keep the Tyr's Guard waiting. I guess it's this premise of free will that it's part of why I want to believe that Sargeras, you know, was also able to overcome his baser instincts, right? Even if he wasn't dominated, even if he was just ordered, which isn't really that fucking different, to be honest with you, but I digress. To overcome his base form and instincts and make his own decisions, I think is really important. But at the same time, if you become like Farak and become a fucking tyrant and, you know, don't listen to anyone else and don't accept help or anything, then you can kind of lose sight of what it is you're after. And so that could very well be the case with someone like Sargeras as well. The idea that he became so extreme in his methods that like it kind of, you know. Trevard said Tyr may walk Azeroth again. It's an incredible possibility. Quite an exciting time to be a paladin. It's hard to even imagine what that could mean, how Tyr would change things. Indeed, could change everything.
We are agents of the light.
It brings me joy to see how Trevard has brought together new paladins for Tyr's Guard.
May the light protect you.
It is good to see both Alliance and Horde working together. Blood Elf, Lightforge, Zandalar, even a Kul Tiran. It reminds me of the unity we paladins had during our war against the Legion. Those dark days forged unbreakable bonds among us.
Blessings upon you.
Can I help you?
It's really impressive to see what Trevard was able to achieve for Tyr's Guard with Coronos' help. Tyr's Rest has everything these paladins need for their mission and plenty of room to grow in the future, should they succeed in restoring Tyr.
Have a good one. Everyone deserves compassion.
Tyr's Guard is ready to get back
Everyone.
Tyr's disc.
I hope I have helped you.
There you are, Dildormu, ready to finally get that disc?
May Tyr guide.
We recovered, we trained, and now it's time to face Elisond. Come with us to Tyrhold, where Nosdormu, Chromie, and Eternus are waiting to send us to the Nighthold. We will get that disc, and Tyr will finally be with us once more.
Until we meet again.
Everyone, this is the moment we've been preparing for. Dildormu has joined us, and we're ready to take back the disc of Tyr from Elisond. For Tyrhold. For Tyr! As a lifelong paladin, I'm not particularly thrilled about Tyr being back. So you rezzed your weird rot cult leader. Good for you. Yeah, let's go see. See? Here's Dildormu. I told you she wouldn't keep us waiting for long. You were correct. Now we can get started. What's up, Nas?
Seeing all of time is my fate.
The return of Tyr will be remembered
and
for
my
all
curse.
times. Okay.
Time is
Are you sure you're ready to go to the Nighthold?
Not
Are you sure you know what you're up against with this Elisond? Yeah, I pulled Elisond about 240 times before I killed her on Mythic, so I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with this fucking bitch.
May your
The information from our beacon
possibilities be
suggests that
infinite.
Elisond has locked the disc away in Astromancer's Rise. It's a place of learning, and the inside will have minimal protection. I've opened a portal where you and the Tyr's Guard will have the least resistance. Except for Elisond and whatever guards are under her employ. All of you are on your own once you get there, so try not to fuck it up.
We will. The portal to the Nighthold is ready. I have tried to place you out of immediate danger.
Be careful. This is not our timeline, but with the knowledge Elisand could potentially gain from the disc, she could be a threat to us all.
All right, everyone. This is it.
So it is
Our
a different
most important
timeline.
mission. We are going to the Nighthold, and we're going to get back that disc.
Oh no, wait a
Charge!
second.
Last warnings are soggy true!
So was this right before our arrival in the Nighthold?
Can you two please take this seriously for
Okay,
once?
so she uses the
Light
Nightwell
guide
and the
us.
disc.
For Tyr.
She uses the Nighthold and the disc to scry the future. We come through from time, take the disc, and then we show up and fight her. Just a guess. That's when we would have shown up after the fact and fight her. This is gonna happen right before. This occurred and I didn't see it because I'm the one that did it before I got there. Ooh, time loops!
Come. Stand.
It's exactly the same. We're ready when you are. Let's take back Tyr's disc. I'm ready. I know exactly where we are. We're between fucking High Botanist Talarn, fucking, we can go upstairs or we can go to, Starog or Etrius, which is one of the best fucking fights ever. You got, Tichondries is on the other side. And I think so is Croesus. And then you have the chick in the fucking courtyard that you fight. Yeah! Oh, by the way, look! I forgot they had this! They have the fucking thing! They have the star thing. Oh, never mind, it's not the same one. It looks similar, but there's a lot of celestial bodies allegedly. These two stars, these two things right here, they appear in the Legion map as well. They also appear in the Chronicle map. They appear in Karazhan, and I think they appear in many places. These two celestial bodies, even though they have these big rings around them, they represent the Dream and the Shadowlands. I'm like certain of it because when you look at the Chronicle map, the Shadowlands and Dream almost look like they're celestial bodies on the border of reality. And when you look at all the other maps, one of them is green and one of them is purple. It actually looks this way too, like bluish green. And then this one's darker purple. So when you actually are looking at these maps, and what do you think the rings around them mean? You know, I think the rings suggest that they've been ordered. The very same way that the rings around the logo for like Azeroth and the globe of Azeroth, all that stuff suggests something too. Prison Matrix, right? We know the Titans fucked with the Shadowlands. We know for sure now that the Titans... Interesting. One of the researchers left notes from their work with the disc. Wait a second, I just accidentally found that. Day 1. A mysterious disc of Titan origin was found in one of the canals today. There is no telling how long it's been there. The Grand Magistrix herself charged me with gathering researchers to unlock its secrets. Day 8. When Grand Magistrix Elisande is able, she checks in to see how our research is progressing. We've cataloged the disc's properties, but so far I've found no way to access the data it must contain. It's like a fucking disc of Norganon. Day 17. Magistrix Elisande has requested more frequent updates on the status of the disc. We've made little progress, unfortunately, and she seems to be growing impatient. Day 29. One of my more promising researchers, Runus, found the disc... Runus? Nice. Found the disc seems to react to a certain spell. When I cast it upon the disc, it produces a feeling in my mind, as though it is revealing secrets to me. Though I can make no sense of the flashes of thought it creates. I showed Magistrix Elisande the spell, and she seems to have more success at understanding fragments of the disc's knowledge. Perhaps with practice, I will be able to comprehend these impressions as well. Day 43. With repeated daily effort, I've been able to grasp a larger and clearer fragment of the disc's knowledge. Elisande's proficiency has grown even more quickly. She says it belonged to the Titan Keeper Tyr, storing all of his knowledge. Day 52. Elisande and I have learned a great deal from the disc. Our knowledge of the world pales before the brilliance of the Titans. Oh no. They see order in many patterns we had assumed were purely chaotic. It's impossible to predict how our continued study could impact the Shaldorai. They see order in many patterns we had assumed were purely chaotic. That doesn't mean they're right. I mean, through chaos, or through, I think that through chaos you find order. Also, there's this weird harp thing. Which probably means nothing, but it reminds me of stuff like Xalatath, of the Scepter of Sargeras. It reminds me of the symbol for Lordaeron with the 3 spikes going into it. It almost looks like an eclipse, I guess. And considering that at least some of these people think that there's quite a few celestial bodies potentially around Azeroth, if that's what this represents, of course, which it may not. And there may be more worlds and moons and things like that, a little beyond the margin of what we understand, just kind of hidden from view. Hey, there's Runus. I do not fear you, outsiders. I know your pursuit of the disc is well-intentioned, but please do not harm the other researchers. I do not recognize you, but I sense we are somehow connected in a way I do not understand. Go in peace, outsider, and be safe. So this is before we met. Okay, it's becoming clearer. Focused researcher. Do you have any dialogue? No. Before he was even exiled. This is long before. Yep. Oh, right. He's Runus the Exiled. Yep.
Well met.
Be careful. There's no telling what tricks we may encounter from Elisand. Yeah, there's traps in this hallway.
Guide you.
Senior researcher Alidris. What? Elisand said nothing about visitors. Are we going up to where? Are we going up to Star Augur's room? This is definitely the way you go. I don't remember accessing anything that had to do with Elisand when I came here. I like the Star Augur room a lot. Very well then. Witness the true horrors that lie beyond the margin of Azeroth's skies! Witness the true horror of our reality. But there's so much more I have yet to learn. You won't reach the upper sanctum. Noble? What? Elisand is going to align with the Legion. In this timeline, we are invaders in her home. May she rest well. Yes, but she did not know that, and Elisand may not aid the Legion in this timeline. Oh, I misread it. Elisand's going to align with the Legion, and that disc is tears. You won't reach the upper sanctum. Yes, but she did not know that, and Elisand may not aid the Legion in this timeline. We are invaders in her home. May she rest well. Orden will make short work of you. Get them before they reach Elisand. Elisand's guardian Orden blocks the way. Oh, it's like Trilliax. The Grand Magistrix has not authorized your presence. I mean, if the Titans are so brilliant and all this stuff, patterns and the chaos, maybe this is suggesting that Elisand ultimately made her choice to join the Legion because the pattern that the Titans have drawn includes that occurring. She does say before her fight that in all the timelines that she scribed, she has not seen a timeline in which the Legion is not victorious. And if that is directly a consequence of her involvement, then that could be part of the pattern of chaos, so to speak, that the Titans have drawn in order to make things happen. And I've said before that I do think that a lot of the things which occur on Azeroth, the Titans have attempted at least to write, design, preordain. I'm not designed to be defeated. I'm not designed to be defeated. That construct, I thought only people aligned with the Titans could construct such an orderly thing. They're like us, Talthis, which makes this fight all the more tragic. I suppose it is but a construct. The real tragedy would be losing any of you. Okay.
Greetings.
I'm ready.
Goodbye.
Cascadent Star. Arcane Salvo. Kil'jaeden says to Velen that he never believed that Sargeras could be stopped. He didn't believe it was possible. You guys fight for me. I got books to read. Pretty much. Delphuric Beam. Time bends to my whim. You cannot win. She used time magic and moved us back before we attacked her. With her mastery over time magic, we need a plan. I have one that may work, Dildormu. Ha. Yeah, she summoned these time elementals that we had to use. We used one that slowed things down to stagger this debuff, I think, and then we used one that sped things up to do more damage. I remember that. That was one of her mechanics.
A world without the Titan's influence.
The plan to defeat Elson requires precision and focus. Both things I have in abundance, Dildormu. So how about this? Hadwin and I will attack first from the left and distract Elisande. Once we have her attention, everyone else can join. If she's distracted and our attack divided, she won't be able to throw all of us out. This is terrible. I'm sorry, but that is a terrible fucking stupid plan. We'll just attack first, and then after we're attacking, then you attack, and then she won't know what to do. What a dumbass plan.
Walk always in the light.
Nice, Talthus. That's great. Nimoodles, thanks so much for the prime. Leave me to the disc, insect. Oh, let me get a picture of that, by the way. Step above Zug Zug. Also, I like how there's like a big star on the floor, like a big sun almost. Star auger. Oh, they got time locked, I see. My people's future lies with this disc. Leave me to study it. That still didn't work. We need to think this through.
This tier thing is bigger.
That was a
than
good
the
plan, but
portal.
Elisand's still a step ahead of us. We need to get 2 steps ahead of her to have a chance. What's your plan?
Light bliss.
We need someone to draw Elisand's focus first. That will be me. After that, we close in from all directions, except Valune and Dildormu. Except me and Dildormu. Why? Because with her attention on us, you and Dildormu will come from behind for the final blow. But only if Valune feels ready. I can do it, Captain. I'm ready when Dildormu is. Okay.
Everyone deserves compassion.
Isn't this what they call
Everyone.
madness? I mean, we're not doing the same thing over and over again, but it's pretty close. Cheermancy, haven't caught you live in a while. Been busy? Oh, this is an hour ago. Also, real talk, I found WoW completely overwhelming to look at, lol. But I'm glad you're having fun. Thanks.
Valune, what are you doing?
Elisande, please. We need that disc to restore the memories of our friend, Keeper Tyr.
His mind holds many secrets that could aid my cause.
I know you want what's best for your people, but the world needs Tyr's compassion and valor once again.
So be it. I have gleaned the knowledge I need to depart this time way and keep Suramar safe. The disc is yours.
Oh, she's
go?
from another
I
timeline
believe that is
too.
what
I
Tyr
get it.
would have done.
I see. So
You
it's
did the right
not
thing, Valone.
here. It wasn't
She wanted to
really
help with
there in our
We were the
timeline.
ones attacking her.
She went to
We have
another
all done
timeline,
well.
which
have
we are in
accomplished our
now.
mission.
Now, We will forge
where it had
the
been
future
found.
of the Tyr's God.
Because it wasn't
Let's
in the
return with
true
disc check.
timeline.
I believe Tyr has waited long
So it's
enough.
inconsequential for her timeline. I get it. Kind of written not very well, but that's what's going on. It wasn't the one we walked and killed her in. Exactly. So this timeline, as she just said, is what she has gleaned because the disc was not here in the true timeline. This is an option. So she gleaned what she needed to know and dipped the fuck out because it didn't matter. So I get it. How she was just so easily convinced is kind of stupid. I don't really like the, oh, his valor and compassion must be brought back to the world. Like, it's like, okay, okay, but like, okay. It's a classic case of good concept, awful execution. So, yeah, that's the way I feel about it. Portal to Tyrhold, portal to Tyrhold, because it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna look around a little bit. Never know what you might find if you just snoop a little bit. I got what I needed. Good luck, homies. I was about to say, like, if this was the actual timeline, that's so stupid because... it's just... But it's not, so I'm okay with that. Nah, there's nothing. Big tree. So this all seems to have been like, I would bet that, I mean, I don't think I have to bet. All of fucking Suramar and all this Temple of Elune shit was all balance and all that stuff before the Arcane, I think, was introduced here to the capacity that it is. I don't know, man. I think balance being the 7th cosmic force would be sick, but not balance like forced with like big beat type shit. It's more like the concept of equilibrium, and that like the 7th cosmic force of equilibrium kind of forces things into equilibrium, even if they're not, like, how do I say this? The Titan Pantheon's presence of order in the cosmos was so strong that the equilibrium of the cosmos basically may have essentially like urged Sargeras to become chaos. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way that the universe exists, like, if the premise of creation giving birth to all the other forces is like correct, then like the product of that and the universe in and of itself cannot be thrown out of equilibrium. And if someone tries to, then things inevitably happen within the universe that trend back toward equilibrium. So I just am kind of I just kind of think about the reason for which some of these things happened, like the concept of order or chaos being born from order, even in a pursuit of order, you know, and through that chaos order taking place. But it's just cosmologically, like, as a concept, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just hard to. It's just confusing. So again, equilibrium I think is important. Balance in that sense, not, oh, let me cleanse you and this is balance. So I'm a little concerned about Elune, and what she really is. We'll see. What do these guys have to say? Yes.
Fair skies
you don't have to say
and
anything.
strong.
You made it back with the disc. Glad everyone made it, Dildormu. We have the disc, the silver scale, and Tyr is reforged. Amazing. 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 Let's bring Tyr back.
Good luck on your next adventure.
Okay, so I hope that the knowledge gleaned by Tyr and what just happened with the aspects, I hope that it bodes well for us with his return and that he can overcome his base nature and instincts to do good things. We will see. Really makes a lot of sense for Azeroth to become the first one to balance or something like that. Well, then balance, I think, is an inherent part of creation. Like, it's chaotic, but with the creation of all the different things, like, I think balance is kind of like the natural way of the cosmos. Like, things trend toward balance no matter what. Even if it means going from a hyper-orderly state and introducing something very chaotic as a result, it will trend towards balance and equilibrium, I think. And that's kind of why I've speculated crazy shit before, like, oh, order is a force that doesn't belong and it's unnatural and stuff, but I don't really necessarily, I'm not gonna be super convicted in those types of things. Like, I don't necessarily fully believe that. So that is to say that like a 7th cosmic force suggested by the presence of the 6 others. I think that balance or you know, equilibrium is probably most likely. Entropy, we don't need that. The void is already manifest entropy. And if it is a cosmic force, as they've made us try to make us believe, then, you know, there's that. But I don't really necessarily believe that it is. I think that entropy and time and stuff like that is obviously really tied together. So is life. But let's bring Tyr back.
Open your mind to what is yet.
You have
come.
recovered the disc? Good, at last we can awake Tyr. The disc must be placed in the console so it can attune to the silver scale and pass on to Tyr. I believe you should do the honors, Dildormu.
The one path must be preserved.
That's cool, Starkite. That's fucking cool. Yeah, I heard there's like really fun, like kind of weird stuff in SOD, which is part of why I want to try it, because I think that season of Discovery, it's literally called Discovery. Like they could have little hints that pertain to retail WoW, even though it's classic. I mean, it's still something that like is wacky and different and not like, you know, you're getting all these different powers and weird stuff. So like, I could definitely see them kind of leaving some hints and stuff in there. Here we go.
Where there is life.
Did you place the disc in the Titan console? No. Disc of Tyr. Okay, here we go.
Work is here.
Chromie, shut the fuck up. Whoa. I like the way his eyes glow. Kind of red. Hopefully he's okay with you getting your aspectral powers from Azeroth. Hopefully he's chill with that. Sorry, I have to watch that again.
All that matters is this moment.
Wow!
Is here.
Tyr is literally made out of silver.
Welcome back, old friend.
Okay.
Our final
Tyr
meeting,
is with us once
or
more.
our first.
The disc emanates holy energy. What? The disc emanates holy energy, a vessel to the recorded history of a new age of silver. Recorded memories of Tyr's Guard. It's us bringing it back, yeah. The memories of Tyr's Guard, bringing him. That's interestingly worded, though. Tyr is with us once more. I can hardly believe it. Thank you, Dildormu.
Another time, perhaps.
Cool. That's cool. This is incredible, seeing our friend back after so many thousands of years. So much has happened since we last spoke. The world has changed. Our loss of Tyr was before even the Sundering, but there will be time to discuss all those things later. For now, it's simply good to be with our friend. Stay with us, will you, Dildormu, while we reconnect?
From pain?
How long have I slumbered?
Oh, God.
Too long, Tyr. Much too long.
You have not changed, Alexstrasza. You Nostormu. But what of the other aspects?
Time has not been kind to all of us, but new aspects have risen to take their place.
Then, you have suffered in my absence. Is that why you have reforged me?
At first, yes. But you join us now in a time of peace and friendship. If it were not for our new ally, Captain Trevard, and the Tyr's Guard, we may have lost you forever.
We, the Tyr's Guard, have followed your example for centuries. We would be honored if you would stay and speak to us at our headquarters.
Come, Tyr. There is so much we all have to tell you.
We stand united. All we do is for justice. Justice, always. Order in all things. Justice, always. I should have gotten a gold hand instead. Much better resale value.
Nice.
All we do is for justice.
That's great.
For Tyr.
I almost can't believe we've arrived at this moment. So many years spent serving the Tyr's Guard, seeing those watching Tyr's tomb die out. Now both he and the guard are alive again.
Until we meet again.
White scales? What? Tyr's back after thousands of years.
Goodbye.
I don't even know how many thousands. His world has changed more than we can even imagine. He's gonna have many questions and need answers. Meanwhile, there's nothing any of Tyr's Guard would rather do than talk with Tyr. Tyr's Rest seems like the perfect place to give him time. Answer questions and process those answers. Would you ask us to join him there?
Until we meet.
Ask him to join us there?
I feel the weight.
It is so good to see Keeper Tyr again. It has been thousands of years since he's been at work in Tyrhold. It was he who forged us. I wonder if now he will forge new Watchers. Uh-oh.
Of the aspects.
Yes, Dildormu? Fuck you.
I see you have a part to play in this.
We stand.
The Tyr's
united.
Guard would be honored if you would join them at their headquarters.
Our cause is just.
I owe my restoration to you and the Tyr's Guard. Remember, Tyr is a keeper of Agramar. I would be glad to accompany you, Trevard. Lead the way. And Agramar is definitely a believer in justice, order, law, that kind of stuff. But justice, I think justice is a very peculiar thing. I think Diablo will fucking teach you that. But, but, yeah, it's, we just brought back a Keeper of Light. I mean, what the fuck?
I will listen.
Barak is defeated and the tree is safe. The aspects are renewed and our friend has returned. I cannot remember when the world last seemed so right. Yo, that's the spoiler. Holy fucking shit. You actually put that dialogue in a fucking quest that you don't even have to do before you fucking do Amir Drasil? This is why people said do Amir Drasil, Pyro, before you fucking do this quest. Because it literally just says this. Fucking flat out. The aspects are renewed. And our friend has returned. Like, that's just like... that's crazy.
The Red Dragonflight will protect this world.
Every spoiler in one quest box. No shit. Vindicator Boros, Hand of Argus.
The Legion
will
Incredible.
not break us.
I'm so glad they were able to restore Tyr. This can only be a good thing for our world and for the Silver Hand.
Remain vigilant.
For a group that Trevor pulled together with such short time, it's wondrous to see that what they've accomplished. With your help, I understand, Dildormu. I wonder what the future holds for them. Light forging! Light forging. Light bound. These will be the 5... We're gonna fight these guys later. Mark my words. This will be a boss fight in Midnight, or the War Within. Mark my fucking words. All 5 of these motherfuckers. The Paladins of the Silver Hand, we're gonna have to fight all of them. And then we're gonna have to fight this fuck.
Greetings.
Welcome, welcome.
I've followed in the footsteps of the great Mother Torkali my whole life. Belene has followed her prime Naru even longer. We are of such different faiths, yet we have a great bond that will come out of following our new beliefs. I have much to learn from Veline, my fellow Tyr's guards, and of course the man Tyr himself,
If anyone
Nokali!
bothers you, you tell Nolaki, okay?
I will tell you, Nolaki. I asked Tyr what wrongs he planned on righting first in this world. The chaos in Northrend, or the Broken Isles. Quelth the loss? His response surprised me, truthfully. He said he must order his own mind and learn about the new world before intruding out into it. Logical, I suppose, but somewhat disappointing. I expected him to have all the answers, but perhaps that is asking too much.
The Titans will guide you.
At least he bears a concept of intruding, but
Well,
ordering
yes.
your own What's that?
For Tyr in all things.
Travard's notes on the Tyr's guard. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to read those.
I have found my purpose.
Thank you for your help on this
To
journey,
serve
Dildormu. What an
others
exciting
by
time for the
following
world,
Tyr.
having a Titan Keeper back among us. I can't help but anticipate what a place Azeroth will become now that Tyr walks our world once more. I feel hopeful.
I am always here if you need me.
The Order of Embers never mentioned Tyr, but the silver weaponry they use fighting the Drust, they remind me of Tyr's silver hand. Now I wonder, is there a connection? Maybe. I was always taught to look towards the dawn, even if the darkest parts of Drustvar. A glimmer of light is all you need to push back the shadows. Tyr is like that. A light in the darkness.
Think on what is right. Or just think.
Silver weaponry used to fight evil. Is there a connection? Yes.
If you
They were
don't
fighting
understand the
evil.
then don't do it. It's really
It's like
that
all your
simple.
silver shields. Oh, and by the way, for those who didn't realize, in the fucking Traveler's Log, or in the fucking thing this month, the thing is, the weapon set is Silver Hoarder's fucking, the treasure of the Silver Hoarder or some shit. It's a pack of silver weapons imbued with orange gems. Interestingly timed considering all the silver stuff. Elune and whatnot. Galacrond.
I have seen much.
Those silver weapons flavor text is pretty wild too. Yeah. Silver Hoarder packs evoker only too, yeah.
Titans watch over
It is good to see, yeah, he talks about forging new
trust
watchers.
in the ways of order.
There's an armor set for it on there as well. We'll check it out. I think I got both. But anyway, it's in there somewhere. I can find them. I don't know how.
Order in all things.
I kind of want Tyr to be on a... Am I the only one who doesn't think that these guys won't become bosses? Guthan, you might be. Tyr will be on our side for sure. That'll be more interesting than everything Titan equals bad. But he's a fucking keeper of light, you guys. Are you kidding me? I don't know, man. I kind of want it to be good because he's a descendant of Agramar, but I'm just... I do like the fact that he says he doesn't want to just go out and intrude on Azeroth. Like, I think that's really important. I saw your battle against Zakaj. Do you think we're finally free of the Black Empire? I believe my victory was decisive, but the Black Empire and its forces are insidious. I'm sure there will be more battles to wage ahead. There you go. The Tyr's Guard and I will be ready to confront their forces wherever they may reappear.
Titan's blessing.
What can you tell me about the Titans? The Titans are beings of unfathomable wisdom. They empowered we keepers to fight chaos. As a result, they are responsible for much of the good that exists. Yeah, fuck you, dude. No. Nope. Nope. Out the window. Fuck you. No. No. I serve them always, but I fear I cannot tell you much more than you always know. I serve them always. Yeah, how about go fuck yourself? No chance. Can you tell me about the ancient battles you fought? I fought in many great battles, Dildormu. You skipped a line?
Strive for justice.
Fight chaos. As a result, they're responsible for much of the good that exists. But even as a keeper, I was not privy to their end goal. They kept secrets even from them, nor can I yet fathom it. You know what?
Blessings.
I will concede on the point that by him saying that he cannot fathom it,
protect.
Yet it does leave open the possibility that if he learns what the Titans are doing, that he will not approve. That leaves that open. And that's important. I'm glad you guys pointed out that I missed that, because that changes what he says entirely. I would be cool with that. I think he'll change his side in the last Titan. We'll see. But that definitely seems like, I mean, in Keeper Tyr is all about justice, you know? So is Agramar. And the one Titan who Stargaris was able to convert to his side was Agramar. And remember, Tyr is a keeper made by Agramar. So... Exactly, Wolf. Maybe he's so for justice that even his own justice deems what the Titans are doing is wrong. Exactly, that's what yeah, exactly. That was my initial impression too. He seems like a good vehicle for, oh shit, my masters are turbo bad. You know what? I take it back. I agree with you guys. I think that is way more nuanced and more interesting. And in fact, a way to link from the dragon aspects, who at this point I'm a lot more trusting of, through Tyr, to like show and explain that like even creations of the Titans don't necessarily approve of what they're doing when they find out. They're setting up the dominoes. Yeah, Tyr's the guy in the "Are we the baddies" meme? Didn't he go against them to form the aspects to begin with? He went against Odin, and along with the other keepers as well. It wasn't just him, but Odin believed that it was not a good idea to give the power of the Titans to mortal beings such as dragons. He didn't trust them. Can you tell me about the ancient battles you fought? I fought in many great battles. I fought with my brethren against the Black Empire that once ruled Azeroth. I fought the Elemental Lord Ragnaros with Prime Designate Odin. I remember that. That's a... What an embellished story by Odin. With the help of intelligent proto-dragons, I fought Galakrond, which is when I lost my hand. My final war was against Keeper Loken and his forces when he betrayed us. The end of that battle, you know. Keeper Loken betraying them is also very, like, interesting in regards to comparing it to, Norganon, who Keeper Loken came from. I've been in many battles as an instrument of war. Let us speak of lighter things.
Our cause is just.
Okay, here we go.
Well met.
You're welcome, Travari.
May Tyr guide you.
Tyr, we have each dedicated our lives to serving you and your memory. I must ask you, what is your will? My will? It is to continue the Titan's mission. Forgive me, where are the Vrykul? They exist, but they are us. I, a human, descended from them. Many races coexist here on Azeroth and in the Tyr's Guard. Yes, I see you have a troll in your ranks, and, Nolaki, yes, a Draenei. I have much to learn, it seems. That is my will, then. You will be my guides. Yes, we'll be on. Wait a second here. Whoa. So, of course, Tyr recognizes the trolls, and, Yes, and a Draenei. Valune? He recognizes the Eridar. Obviously, he didn't recognize the Draenei. It seems like he didn't recognize them. Is that what they're trying to say? It's so weirdly written. I have much to learn, it seems, so he doesn't know about Draenei. But there's so many people here. I guess these... Oh, that makes sense. No, I'm stupid. I'm just being an idiot. Because these two are humans. Well, this guy's an elf when he knew about those. So that makes sense. So he sees Troll and he's like, whoa, okay, interesting. And then he doesn't know what to call this. So he doesn't recognize the Draenei. That's what that's saying. It's the other way around. He doesn't recognize her, which is why he's like, what the fuck is that? And then he's like, yo, you have a lot to learn. And he's like, oh yeah, I guess.
For Tyr.
It's good to be able to talk with Tyr directly. We have so much to tell him, and I know we'll want to ask him questions. Thank you for making this possible. Give me those white scales.
Until we meet again.
Of the Tyr's Guard. Cool. Honoring Tyr's legacy. When I determined that reforging the Tyr's Guard was the best way I could honor the legacy of Tyr, I decided to record notes on events and individuals so that future members of the Tyr's Guard could look to our history for guidance and inspiration. Koronos went with me to Tyr's tomb to witness his final memories, and since then, has been utterly dedicated to the cause of Tyr. This Titan Watcher has a level of determination I've never seen before. In addition to accompanying me on my journeys through the Isles to find our recruits, Koronos also did most of the work to clear out Tyr's Rest. Without his help, I don't think I could have reestablished the order. When Koronos and I found Tyr's Rest, it was a largely empty hall close to Tyrhold full of discarded Titan relics and remains. We cleaned out most of that, and I sent a letter to the Silver Hand asking if they had any extra supplies. They sent what they could spare, and now Tyr's Rest is our headquarters. The result was a strong foundation for building the Tyr's Guard. Right now, there aren't many of us, so a headquarters isn't too important, but soon, I suspect paladins from all over Azeroth will want to see what we're doing, and possibly join our ranks. Exemplar of Sacrifice, Nalaki. I came upon Nalaki on the road from Wingrest Embassy. She and her brother were trying to protect a dragonkin, a pair of dragonkin from a great Jarradan champion. They appeared to be quite outmatched, but Nalaki was deeply committed to protecting her brother. A strong warrior in his own right, and no thought for her own safety, and no fear. I knew she belonged in the Tyr's Guard as the Exemplar of Sacrifice, though if Koronos and I hadn't come along at just that time, that likely would have been her last heroic act. Exemplar of Order, Talthis. Talthis is simply unusual in how he values order. Koronos and I found him at the Flash Frost Assault, where the Primalist attacked the Ruby Life Pools. He was surrounded by heaps of stone and gravel from defeated elementals. More kept coming, and he kept fighting them, tirelessly. All the while shouting about how disorder would not carry the day. Koronos and I joined him, and when the dust and gavel settled, I told him how the Tyr's Guard needed an exemplar of order in service to Tyr. He joined without hesitation. An exemplar of compassion, Valune. I saw Valune when we were on our way from Valdrakken to Tyrhold. She had stopped to help an injured Draconid, who said he was a veteran of the rebellion against the Aspects. Contemptible. But not only did Valune heal him, as we were walking up, I saw her hand him a pouch of gold. She refused to tell me how much was in it, but she helped that Draconid, who had been injured, fighting against good and order, without stopping just at his physical injuries. Seeing that, I knew she was the right paladin to serve as Tyr's exemplar of compassion. Exemplar of justice, Hadwin. We met Hadwin in the Oneron Plains, as we heard loud noises off the main road. Following the sound, we came upon Hadwin and a centaur, Valor, I think her name was, fighting Gorloks. Gorloks had killed her hound companion, and Hadwin, having heard her story, accompanied her to bring justice to the Gorloks. Valor had wanted to kill every Gorlok in the camp, but Hadwin insisted they would only fight the Gorlok chieftain, and those Gorloks which stood in their way. Seeing his commitment to make things right and his aversion to vengeance, I knew he would be our exemplar of justice. And again, I find Hadwin to be the most relatable out of any of them. based in taking justice in your hands to confront the one who made the order, not all the subordinates who were there as a result as well. It's very interesting. The word order has come up in this text like 20 times. And I think that part of the reason is it's meant to bring into question what order is. What is it? Is it just what the Titans deem to be order? Is it just the arcane? Is it just that? Or are other things also order, like domination? Is that is a form of order? Light, is that a form of order? And it depends on the other things like that go with it, you know? I think that pure order is like a very dangerous concept. Order that is based only on logic and reason and not based on like any type of emotional concept whatsoever, empathy, compassion, or anything like that, is very, very scary.